Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? I am glad to be here. This is my happy place. It brings me so much joy. So, anyway, tonight cases. We're doing a few cases. We're getting into CPS cases, bad parenting, all that good stuff. Because let me just say this. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Let me turn this up. Turn my music up, up, up. Oh yeah, we good, we good. You guys, the child. I got to be careful with the words I use on here. Um, the mistreatment of children is real, and it's bad. So we need to start exposing not only the children, but the way that society deals with it and the way that the government deals with it. They're giving these children back to their parents ahead of time with a few court order parenting classes and things of that nature. So we really have to we have to say something. We have to do something. So that's why I'm so big on just exposing whatever I can expose. Because if you think that every child is safe at home, think again, you guys. So tonight on Vibes with Jocelyn, we're breaking down real cases and bad parents, neglect and abuse that shock communities. This is real talk, so let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so the case we're going over today is mom walks with deceased 3-year-old in a stroller. Now, what disturbed me about this case is that this woman had her children taken from her. And they gave it back. They gave the kids back. So, let's get into it, you guys.
Arrest right now.
I gave him the trouble. I have nothing. I have no support. I have nobody.
What are you protecting?
What
happened?
I was gonna be next.
After years in foster care, a 3-year-old boy is reunited with his mother, only to suffer a horrific accident just 3 months later. But the truth is written on his small body, and it paints a far darker picture than anyone has been led to believe.
Robert told her to stick to the story or you'll never see it again.
Just hold on, Pops. Just hold on, Pops.
The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 3:20 p.m.
All right, you guys. So that's that's what we're getting into, but have to protect the channel. So here you go. Fair use notice. Content on this channel may include copyrighted material used for commentary, criticism, news reporting, education, discussion. This use is permitted under Section 107 of the United States Copyright Act, which allows limited use of copyrighted material for transformative purposes. Vibes with Jocelyn does not claim ownership of any third-party content shown in reaction to commentary videos. Everything on this channel is alleged and my own opinion. All rights remain with the respective owner. Our purpose is to add new value through analysis, opinions, reaction, and educational conversation in full alignment with the YouTube fair use guidelines. All right, thank you guys. So we're going to give props to the content creator who put this together. I'll drop that down in the description. I want to give him his props for putting together this footage. The more people that speak about it, the more this can get out. Whether or not CPS, need to do more, or maybe they need to take some mandated classes. I don't know, but they're failing too many of our young ones. So let's get back into this case, guys.
June 14th, 2023, dispatchers in Cleveland, Ohio receive an urgent call to 911.
Cleveland EMS with the address to the emergency.
Yes, we need some paramedic here on 79th and Euclid here, and I believe this Gordon Square.
Is this at the Family Dollar?
Stop breathing. I guess he fell at a water park. She's been.
Officers with the Cleveland Division of Police arrive on scene, where paramedics have already begun life-saving efforts on 3-year-old Curtis Witcher, who is still unresponsive.
Did you see what happened in there?
No, he was not here. She came up and ran in the dollar store and asked all of us for our phones. We all called 911. I was on the ground with I don't mean to call him this, but the Caucasian man. He was giving them air, and I was trying to search for his pulse. He did not have a pulse since he got here.
I mean, what happened to the baby, though?
We don't know. She said he fell. Yeah, she in the
Okay.
She had 2 kids with her, a double.
Is Are they going to take him to the hospital?
Yeah, we're going right now.
Okay, but do you know if he has a pulse yet, at least?
You want to talk to her? She said in the back she ran.
And she's pregnant, too.
Yeah.
You guys are going to Rainbow Babies? Okay, we'll see you at the hospital.
With the mother in distress, the officer instead heads inside.
Now, did you guys just hear that? 2 children. A 3-year-old and 1 younger than 3-year-old. I think the 3-year-old is the oldest. She's pregnant now. She's pregnant now. Ladies, let me explain something to you. I swear it works. This really works. It's free. You do not have to have children. Children is an option. You can not have them. You don't have to take medication. You're not going to need any, anything else. Close your legs. That's it. As simple as that. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. Guess what? No more children that you can't afford to take care of and don't have the capability to even take care of them mentally, emotionally, or anything. So, all right, you guys, I had to just put that out there because there's an answer to pregnancy.
To speak with a store employee in the hopes of getting more information.
She says she was at a water park somewhere and her baby fell. She came in here and asked me if I would call 911. She said if nobody would call 911 for her. I don't know where it happened, but when she got here, the baby was unconscious.
He also learns the mother had a second child with her, and they both arrived in a double stroller.
The one that's in the ambulance, the one that's, was perfectly fine was back here.
Yeah, okay.
So when me and the white guy came outside, he just straight unstrapped him and took him out and laid him on the ground. And gave him CPR. Until you guys got here.
He was just limp.
Backup arrives and quickly gets caught up to speed.
Okay, so mom's right here in this white van. Fran's in the back of there. They've got a 3-year-old. They're working on him. I don't think she's not conscious, not breathing. They're doing CPR right now.
Do we know the circumstances?
Not the mother's hysterical right now, so I didn't even try to talk to her.
in the white van?
She's in the white van in the back. Yeah, she's got another.
Make sure we get her information.
Yeah,
Please.
The mother is identified as 30-year-old Tamika Eggleton, and she's transported along with both children, 3-year-old Curtis and 1-year-old John, to Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital.
God. She has a 1-year-old, and she is pregnant again. She didn't even heed to the doctor when they said you're no intercourse for 6 weeks. Wow. And with all this STDs going on and all these STIs, and who is doing this nowadays? Like, people are just crazy to me. Crazy to me. If you find somebody and you know that person is clean, you better hold on.
Meanwhile, officers attempt to figure out where Curtis may have suffered the fall, but hit a dead end.
she said this happened at a water park. Is there like an outdoor kids
That's
pool
what
or
I'm
something?
saying. Not that I know of what kind of sprinkle machine would be over here.
I'm sorry.
Because if it is, she walked
So the storm's not a scene.
No. She came in here with the kid already injured.
With no water parks nearby, officers radio their colleagues at the hospital, hoping they can ask the mom for a specific location.
Very hard to get any information from her right now. She's crying. She said the kid fell on his head at the water park. She put him in the stroller just for a little bit so he, calm down and recover. And then moments later, this happened. The little kid was unresponsive.
Tragically, just 40 minutes after the initial call to 911, 3-year-old Curtis Witcher was pronounced deceased. His autopsy the next morning would shatter any notion of an accidental death, and following several shocking discoveries, his death was ruled a homicide. Tamika's 1-year-old is removed from her care and an investigation begins. Detectives soon learn that 3-year-old Curtis had only recently been returned to Tamika's custody in January after spending most of his life in foster care. Protective supervision ended only 3 months ago.
Why was he taken away from you?
I was hospitalized with him when I was pregnant for a couple months. I lost my home because I couldn't pay my rent because I was hospitalized for all them months. Basically, I grew up in foster care. I have no support, so they thought I couldn't take care of him because I didn't have support.
But this isn't the whole truth. And as the investigators are about to learn, getting any semblance of honesty from Tamika.
That's a lie. There's a lot of people out here with no support. I live in a state. I don't have no blood relatives here, and I would not do this to my children. So that's not an excuse. You know, you do what you got to do, but you don't harm or delete your children.
Will be easier said than done. Already she's told an egregious lie about where Curtis suffered his injury, one that's easy enough to disprove. While at the hospital, Tamika told an officer the name of the splash park was at the Lonnie Burton Recreation Center, a 2-mile walk from the Family Dollar.
Can you hear me, Sergeant?
Yes.
All right. Did you review the video and download the video from Splash Park and the surrounding project buildings?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and did I send you a photograph of the female I was looking for?
Yes, you did.
Okay, did you see that female at any moment at the park on Wednesday the 14th?
No, she was never there.
Okay, and then you spoke to a worker there?
Yeah, we have a resident worker who mans the Splash Park when it's open, and she never saw that female or those children there either.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Sarge. I just wanted her to hear it. Okay?
You're welcome.
All right.
We was at that Splash Park. I promise you.
But even the paramedics who initially found Curtis in his tragic state noticed something was off with Tamika's story.
I guess she
But if
pushed,
he
she
fell
pushed
in the
him there in
water
the
park, how
stroller.
did he end up at Dollar General? And
Doesn't make any sense.
it didn't appear to be, but he was wearing a bathing suit.
Aside from Curtis being completely dry, paramedics documented something else that was even more alarming.
The report EMS is stating that Curtis was cold and clammy to the touch. When EMS arrived on scene.
As the detective steps out to take a phone call, his colleague gently presses Tamika to start telling the truth.
He had been deceased for some time, enough for his body temperature to give them that feeling of being cold and clammy. Does that make sense?
No, ma'am.
If he was unresponsive earlier than you thought, and you just don't want to say.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I didn't know.
He's with you, so.
Yes, when he was in the stroller, thought he was asleep. Both of my kids were asleep. They do this every time I put them in the stroller and we take a long walk. They will fall asleep. I'm thinking my baby is asleep. I'm not thinking my baby's dead or none of that. I'm not thinking like that.
I don't know if she's fooling y'all, but she is not fooling me, and she is not fooling them detectives. That's why I always say, if I get a chance to come back in another life, I want to be the one that studies the human brain, because the fact that all of this is transpiring around her, she's sticking to this lie. She's sticking to it. Why? Wasting everybody's energy because she already know they know. You're saying the baby is already gone, and they can tell, they go through and do all their testing and stuff like that and can tell how long the baby's been gone. And you're still talking about, no, my baby was asleep. Girl, you need to go to sleep.
When he returns, the detective shares a disturbing detail from Curtis's autopsy, one that sets Tamika on a defensive path.
She actually had marks across here, and they were almost like whip marks, okay? And they call pattern, so it was consistent all through his midsection. Okay. Bad enough where even the tip of his penis was damaged.
Unsettling as it is, the worst details are still to come.
I don't whoop, sir. Right-handed. I don't whoop my kids.
Then who does?
Robert chastised them.
Did you guys just hear what the detective said? There were whelps around the baby's waist, whelps going down his back, and his private area head damage to the tip. And this bum, this goofball, is going to sit across and say, I've never hurt my kids. I never beat my kids. And he says, so who has? Well, their father did. Oh, God. I couldn't be a detective. I could not do that because I'd be like, girl, bye. That's how I would talk to him. You ain't fooling nobody. This is making me not be able to go get my lunch at 12.
Well, not them, but Robert chastised him. I don't whoop my kid.
Robert is the father of 3-year-old Curtis, as well as the 1-year-old and Tamika's unborn child.
Describe that then. What's he do?
Like he'll pop him, or he'll punch him, or not with a lot of force, or he'll hit him in his thighs. If he pee on himself, he'll chastise.
Investigators later sat down with.
How are you chastising a 1 and a 3-year-old? What could they have possibly done to need to be listen, I don't remember. I probably spanked my child probably one time in their whole entire life. And I'm just doing that, saying that because I don't remember, So I'm damn sure not at no darn 3 years old. That's stupid.
Robert in an effort to confirm her claims, but by his account, Tamika is solely responsible for discipline, as he doesn't live with her and is rarely around the children.
You don't know what her form of discipline is?
In my eyes, put him in the corner, don't give him no snacks. That's what she presents to me.
I don't whoop my kids. I do. You stand in the corner. That is my punishment, because I know how it feels to get beat. Punishment is standing in the corner. I've never whooped my kids. I don't pop my kids. I don't whoop my kids. I don't do none of that.
She would want me to pop him and pee on himself.
She wants you?
Like you say, you're going to whoop him, but you don't.
Tamika claims that 3-year-old Curtis often wet himself and peed in his bed during the night, something that made Robert particularly angry.
Does Robert put his hands on you?
That's nothing abnormal for a 3-year-old. Go get yourself a plastic sheet and put the plastic sheet on the baby bed. Why are y'all beating this boy? This is insanity. They don't even have the brain power to even put the two together yet. All they know is now that this person who's supposed to love me is now hurting me. This is ridiculous. Like I said, every woman that has a womb should not have children. And every woman that's born is not a mother. Because this goofball,
Yes.
How physical does that get?
Bad. One time, he gave me a black eye. I had to cover it up because I didn't want them to take John John. Stupid, and I stayed, but he's all I had.
During one supervised visit in February, just 4 months earlier, Tamika reported to a caseworker that Robert had been abusing her for months and struck Curtis after he urinated on himself. Robert, however, denied any abuse at the time and said that he would stay away from Tamika.
He's all I have. He's all I have, and if I get him in trouble, I have nothing. I have no support. I have nobody. Literally, I have nobody.
What are you protecting? What happened? Are you willing to go to prison for the rest of your life for Robert?
No.
There's no protecting anyone at this point. We need to know.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know.
The more you continue down this path of trying to cover something, you're going to separate yourself from the child that you have now, and you're going to separate yourself from the child that you're carrying.
Finally, Tamika begins to open up to the detectives, sharing what happened on the morning of Curtis's death.
Robert gets up before me. That's when I had woke up, and I'm like, it's still dark outside. Like, what is he crying for? He's like, oh, I just whooped him because he just peed through the bed. And if y'all go to my house, y'all will see in his drawers, the same drawers that he had on when he went to sleep, is sitting in my bathroom on the floor, pissy. His whole bed is still pissy, and that's in the living room.
Though not on the bathroom floor, crime scene investigators do locate a pair of stained children's underwear in Tamika's apartment bathtub.
He wasn't himself that morning. After he whooped him, he wasn't himself. He was coughing. He wasn't himself. He didn't want to eat. He didn't want to drink nothing. I made his favorite food. He didn't even want to eat the pizza. That's still big. I'll go to my house. I even wrapped it up in aluminum foil, put it in a plastic bag. We was gonna eat it when we got home. He didn't even want to eat. He didn't want to drink no water. He didn't want nothing. He didn't want anything. So I'm thinking, okay, he probably just not on it. He not feeling good. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm not thinking, he about to die or none of that. I'm not thinking none of that. He said that his chest was hurting from his dad whooping him. And when I confronted Robert about it, I was gonna be next.
I think what they should do is, because this is a waste of time. They already know what she's done. I would just be like, listen, we're gonna go on Steve Wilkos. We're just gonna take this lie detector test, and I'm not talking about any old dinky lie detector. I mean Steve. We going on Steve. Take that lie detector test, answer a few questions, and we'll go from there. We're not talking to you. This is what we're doing. That's what they need to do. Because all this rigmarole, what is it for, and who is it helping? You understand what I'm saying? Like this banter back and forth. Who is this for? They already know that she harmed her children. She knows that. They already know that this baby has been gone for hours. They know that. So what is this about? This interrogation. I don't get it. I don't.
I'm so sorry. I should have never let him whoop him. I didn't know. I didn't know how severe it was.
The detective moves closer to Tamika, offering her comfort as she urges her to own up to an earlier lie.
So you never went to this one?
No, that was the story he told me to tell.
Who told you to tell?
Robert. Robert told me to say that. Robert, I don't want to get hurt anymore.
Why would Robert tell you to say you took them to the park?
Because we just got them back. We didn't want to lose them again.
Okay, but who was he afraid of finding out?
But child services.
From what?
Okay, Robert wasn't even supposed to be around them.
Okay.
At all. They didn't want Robert around the kids at all because he was beating on me. They didn't want him around them, but I was still allowing him because that's their dad.
Yeah.
Robert has yet to hear any of Tamika's allegations against him. When asked, he openly admits that despite promising to stay away from Tamika, he spent the night with her on the eve of Curtis's murder. But by his account, Curtis was fine and unharmed when he left for work early the following morning, where he remained all day until receiving the tragic news of his son's death over the phone. Still, investigators act on Tamika's claims, not realizing the story they've been told is about to take a much darker turn.
You're going to be under arrest right now.
I love my son.
I understand.
Well, I done nothing.
This is nothing personal, but because it's a
I love my
3-year-old,
man. That was my little man. I love my man.
you're going to be held overnight. We got to verify your story because she made
That was my little man.
a whole bunch of allegations.
That was my little man.
Okay.
He should have stayed in foster care if he was going to be like this. I would have left him there. He would have been better off there with them.
Robert's sister, who has been suspicious of Tamika's story from the start, enters the room to comfort her brother, and the detectives explain why he's been placed in handcuffs.
She finally admitted that she's not going to the splash park. Okay. But she's saying that she had to say that because Robert told her to stick to the story or you'll never see it again.
Just hold on, Poppy. Just hold on, Poppy. Just hold on, Poppy. That's why you have your job. That's why you have your job to back you up. And
Yeah, so that's what we have to look into. And this is the key point. Okay, Curtis was heavily abused. He had bruises from head to toe.
The signs or what may have you, like, we had our suspicions.
So trying to tell me something.
Yeah, him, not being able to use the bathroom, potty train correctly.
You always cry when I leave.
So it's like, we kind of figured, but we didn't know.
Robert did mention that she wanted him to discipline, but he said he didn't,
And he never, we never, we believe in disciplining our children, but not to that magnitude. He always wanted to be.
Say with my daughter, she'll tell you how much she loves me and how much I love her.
And my children, he'll raise my two children.
With him, how much I love him when he with me.
Robert claims that he wasn't even told why his son was placed in foster care in the first place. But according to police records, Curtis was removed from their care as an infant due to neither parent being able to provide stable housing, as well as Tamika's ongoing mental health issues, which, quote, interfere with her ability to provide adequate care for the children. Further records reveal that Tamika has lost custody of all of her children except 1-year-old.
But guess what? She decided to have more. Let's have another one. But I blame Robert too. Because Robert, that's who the baby daddy is of the one that's, when is he the father of all of them? I don't know. I don't remember hearing whether or not he was the father of the 1-year-old. But he's definitely the father of the 3-year-old and the one that she's pregnant with now. But what man would say, what is going on? Why would you lay with someone that has nothing? There's only one reason to lay down, and that is to have children. You know what I mean? But I get it. Why would you do it? Like, I don't know. Stupidity is horrible. It's horrible. People are literally dumb.
John.
Then she mentioned about she had another baby that passed away, but he was buried in Georgia. She never mentioned the baby's name or anything like that. And all she said was, I got a child here and a child in Georgia that's already buried, and I don't know if I want to bury my child or cremate. We never even knew about the other
girls and another boy.
Curtis's foster mother, Michelle, raised and took care of him since he was just 1 week old. According to court documents, Tamika attended weekly visits, bonded with the baby, and even fed and changed him. However, as time progressed,
that makes her a mom.
She began threatening and cursing at caseworkers, refusing to take her medications, failing drug screens, and visiting less often. But according to Tamika, she had serious concerns about their level of care.
I had an issue with the foster people whooping him. I have paperwork where I used to complain when my son used to come visit us with black eyes, bleeding in his ears. He had wets. He had scratch marks. He had all around his neck. He had scratch marks all around his neck. He had scratch marks. I used to complain about that, and they said there was nothing that I could do because he was not in my care.
This is far from the truth. While concerns were raised about Curtis's safety and well-being, those complaints came from his foster family. One report, for example, said Tamika was allowed overnight visits, but Curtis would return wearing the same clothes, which were soaked in urine. No complaints were made about the foster family regarding scratches, black eyes, welts.
And guess what CPS did? They gave him back.
Or bleeding while Curtis was in their care.
I should have protected you. I'm so sorry. Fucking so sorry.
Reports also describe Tamika's lengthy arrest history, including for domestic violence, grand theft auto, resisting arrest, contempt of court, assault, and aggravated menacing. And despite a documented history of not completing drug screens or attending counseling, in January of 2023, Judge Allison Floyd ordered 3-year-old Curtis to be returned to his mother's full custody and terminated protective supervision.
Who's at fault, you guys? Literally, who is at fault? You heard all that stuff about this. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm a crybaby when it comes to these kids. This is horrible. It's horrible.
In her order, she ruled that the child's return to the home of Tamika Eggleton, quote, will not be contrary to the child's best interest.
The doctor said he had extremely amount bruising, a lot in the neck area, in the midsection, and a lot of what she considered blunt force trauma. She also said the damage that was the fatal damage was a laceration to his heart.
This situation is not funny. I'm laughing at this cornball because I'm just like, she's the theatrics. Girl, bye.
And that is caused by something striking him, something hard. And according to the medical examiner, that he pretty much passed away immediately.
Given this fact, it's difficult to imagine Tamika would not have known the toddler was deceased before she placed him in the stroller, a part of her story that Robert's sister finds highly suspicious.
She was like, well, I put him in the stroller and we walked to the plaza, and she said that when she was at the plaza, that's when she turned around and noticed that Curtis was unresponsive. She said she just bust out screaming, and then it was a crowd of people, and she said that a man came and caught him out the stroller and did CPR.
That is true.
And by the time the paramedics, police came, he was already gone.
According to the autopsy, the 3-year-old was likely deceased before he was ever put in the stroller. Abrasions and lacerations covered his head, neck, and torso, a bruising pattern consistent with being hit by a belt. He was struck with such force that it lacerated the back of his heart, causing his chest cavity to fill with blood.
I didn't know. I promise you, I didn't know.
He lost that blood so quick,
know.
he would not have lived for minutes.
I didn't know, sir.
What happened?
I'm telling you, that's what happened. That is exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened.
So you're telling me Robert beat him and left, and you put him in a stroller.
I didn't put him.
He hopped in a stroller.
Curtis put his
and you walked around randomly.
I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm walking. And then I'm thinking that they both fell asleep. That he wasn't breathing. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know.
Surveillance footage shows Tamika casually walking down the street toward the Family Dollar. Her 1-year-old child.
She hit this poor baby so hard with the belt buckle that it lacerated his heart. What the hell? Sad.
Child in the back appears upright and alert, but 3-year-old Curtis is slumped over the front, completely unmoving in his seat. Given more time to think, Tamika recalls that Robert is the one who ultimately put him in the stroller.
He carried him, put him in his shoulder, put his seatbelt on him. We started walking the path that we said, and we went our separate ways.
So when you guys, was Robert planning on going to Family Dollar with you?
I believe so. I can't really say. I believe he was, and he had received a phone call, and he kissed us, and he went his separate way.
But this remains to be seen, given Robert's claims he was at work all morning. Surveillance footage captures the moment she arrived at the Family Dollar around 3:08 p.m., but the video does little to support her claims that this is the moment she discovered the 3-year-old unresponsive. When she arrives, Tamika pushes the stroller to the side and simply stands around until a man hands her a flyer. She tucks it into the stroller and, without acknowledging her children, continues to simply linger nearby. Finally, she peeks into the store but doesn't appear to ask anyone for help before closing the door. Then, without ever once touching Curtis, checking for a pulse, or attempting to wake him, she heads inside and asks for a phone to dial 911. Only now does the gathering crowd realize the toddler is pale and unresponsive. Bystanders quickly pull him from the seat and lay him on the curb to perform CPR, while Tamika begins jumping up and down as if in a sudden state of panic. The store manager describes the whole incident as feeling staged.
Like, she didn't seem like a grieving mother. She didn't, we had asked her, like, so what do you want to do as an idea as far as services, stuff like that. She was walking around normally, like nothing really happened.
Regardless, given Tamika's damning allegations against Robert, the detective says his hands are tied and he has no choice but to hold him in jail overnight while they investigate. Given a moment alone, Robert calls his daughter to explain that he won't be able to pick her up tonight.
Daddy?
I'm gonna leave you to stay with your uncle because I told you she said she's gonna tell a whole bunch of stuff and they verify my story.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be out by tomorrow, okay? I know I'm gonna be out by tomorrow, but I love you. I love you more.
No, I love you more.
No, I love you more. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
He then talks to his daughter's mother, who speaks out in protest once she learns that Robert will be going to jail.
You can't put somebody in jail without, they can't do that. Like, what the f*** are they?
Downtown in the Justice Center.
Oh my God, because I'm trying to get work, and at this point, I'm ready to come up there because that doesn't sound like something that should be happening, Bobby. And you trying to grieve your son, and they trying to put you in a jail cell to collaborate this, to collaborate that. And I understand, but it just don't seem like proper protocol when you got somebody to say that I was at this place at that time. That's your story. You been with things for the baby. Ain't nothing ever happened to my child.
Still, they're told there's nothing anyone can do but wait for the evidence to come to light.
No, I love you, Bobby.
I love you.
You're gonna take care of this. You're gonna get through this. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Investigators would later confirm that Robert got on a bus to work as early as 8:19 a.m., nearly 7 hours before Tamika would begin her walk to Family Dollar. Time cards and surveillance would prove he remained at work until he received the call about his son. Additionally, after speaking with a neighbor, investigators learned that Tamika would often talk about Robert, complaining that he would not discipline the children or so much as raise his voice. Tamika's own foster mother would go on to describe her as someone who could lie very convincingly, but the evidence speaks volumes. Robert was released after spending one night in jail with no formal charges against him. In a devastating discovery, Curtis's autopsy revealed evidence that he had been beaten repeatedly in the months leading up to his death, a reality that cut deepest for his foster mother, Michelle. After he was returned to Tamika, Michelle still tried to visit and look after him, refusing to stop caring for the child she loved and had planned to adopt. 5 days following the murder of 3-year-old Curtis Witcher, 30-year-old Tamika Eggleton was arrested and later indicted on 1 count of aggravated murder, 2 counts of murder, 1 count of felonious assault, and 1 count of endangering children. In September of 2023, Tamika gave birth to her new baby. According to court documents, the infant and her 1-year-old son have been placed in a foster care home together. On June 11, 2024, Tamika pleaded guilty as part of a plea deal, and 2 of the 5 counts were dropped. During sentencing, Tamika told the judge, "I should have never gotten him back. I wasn't fit to be a mother." Curtis's foster mother, Michelle, also delivered a statement. She faced Tamika directly and told her, "You are no mother. You're a monster." The judge sentenced Tamika Eggleton to a total of 31 to 35 years to life in prison, with 409 days credited for time served. If you'd like to see select new videos or...
Wow, you guys. She knew she wasn't fit to be a mom. She knew it. But I bet you she was getting some type of benefits. Babies for benefits. She probably was getting, her rent half paid, some food stamps, Peach, well, here's Peach something. Like, I think it's Medicaid. or something like that. Free insurance, and so she just took them back for the benefits. Okay, you guys, we got another case too. I told you I'm gonna be doing a few of these I have lined up. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that one, like I said, I'm a crybaby. I'll cry. When it comes to the kids, I hate that for them. It's really, really sad. So our next case is
the doctor.
Cops rescue a daughter from the most abusive parents ever. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get into it.
It says that her organs are shutting down because of starvation. Y'all are under arrest for aggravated child abuse.
Deputies respond after receiving a troubling report about a child's safety. But as investigators look closer, they realize the situation is far more serious than expected.
How you doing, man?
The baby was not coming.
I don't know why it's not going into the video. Hold on. Let's try it again.
The doctor says that her organs are shutting down because of starvation. Y'all are under arrest for aggravated child abuse.
Deputies respond after receiving a troubling report about a child's safety. But as investigators look closer, they realize the situation is far more serious than expected.
How you doing, man?
Hey, how are you? So I do need to put a safety plan in place with everything that we got. I need to talk. It's Justin, your husband here?
He got called into work. He's actually on his way home now.
He's on his way home?
He's on his way
You know when he will be here?
I think he said he was on his way home about 8:15 and he's in Lake City, so he should be able.
That shouldn't be that long. Okay, so I asked you earlier to text me information on who could be a safety monitor. Did you figure out who could be a safety monitor?
Unfortunately, we don't know anyone in this area. I mean, is it for everybody or who's it for?
It's gonna be for everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
How far can you go? My best friend is down in Tarpon Spring, or not Tarpon Spring.
Who's her?
Sarah, the one that I gave you the contact.
The learning coach of your daughter? She's not gonna be able to. She's not gonna be able to be a safety monitor, unfortunately.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
She's involved in some of the allegations as well, so we can't have her as a safety monitor for the children. Do you have anybody else?
I mean, unfortunately, the only person I know is our neighbor, but I mean, she's a grandmother who has already taken in her children, but they spend a lot of time hanging out with those children.
And you know her name, phone number, or anything?
My husband has it. It's like.
What I can do is I can go talk to her and say she's willing to be the safety monitor of the children. But I need Tyson to come with me, and if you don't mind, Abigail, getting her back up close. This is hopefully temporary. Yeah. But we can have them stay here tonight. So, if besides that neighbor, is there anybody else?
I don't know anybody. I mean, maybe one of my husband's coworkers. I can see if you could call one of them.
Okay. Yeah, it's somebody that can pass a background check and doesn't have history with us, basically. Or like verify history, I should say.
Can I call him number?
Yeah.
And then go get Tyson.
Yeah, no problem. Do you mind if we come in with Abigail so she can get some clothes?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm going to shove it in your face.
It's okay.
He said if you go back into her room, she has a dresser and a bed, and that's it. All the other kids have like full size Apple Watches, tablets. She has nothing.
Kim said they had, I don't know what they had locks on, but she said they had locks on some stuff, and I don't know if they were locking the little girl in the room or locking the food up or what, but it's like Kim said, she'd be 14 on on Valentine's Day, and Kim said she either weighed, that kid was either 63 pounds or 67 pounds. She said the doctors were in the hospital, said the doctors were crying. That's how bad it was. Very well behaved.
I'm tired of crying. She's 14 years old and she weighed 68 to 69 pounds. Oh, God.
Close related family around here, or they're all back in Washington?
I don't have anybody now.
Do you have anybody in Washington that could be your collateral contact?
What does that mean?
Like they can give a character reference for you?
I mean, anybody, my parents, my friends, anybody.
Okay. Let me get that information. Yeah, well, I can hear about that. Yeah. Or we can move to the kitchen, it's fine, like, we don't have to talk over here.
Nothing much to keep the thing on, so it takes a long time.
Okay. What is your parents' name and number?
Where's the old pictures?
Darla? D-R-D-A-R. The husband is on the way.
Later, when officers make direct contact with the child's father, he appears upset about their arrival. But once officers explain the seriousness of the situation, the tension begins to ease and things become clearer.
Is there anything you guys can tell me?
Just waiting on the DCF investigator to get back up here. They're the ones that are doing everything right now.
Is there a reason why there's so many of you guys out here? You just bored, hopefully, tonight?
Yes, sir, we're just bored, that's it.
No, he didn't say that.
I don't feel like this is necessary, but...
Well, this is our job.
I know it is, but it's... I'm frustrated, and I'm not trying to take it out on you, but...
I understand that.
I don't know what happened, and I'm pissed off, and I just... I'm not bad people.
He'll be able to explain everything when he gets up here. They called us and just asked us to come out and accompany him for an interview. And right now, that's all we know.
So,
sorry, I'm just...
I addressed the allegations already with your wife. Your time had a chance to address them with you. So the report that we got states that Brooklyn is being homeschooled this year. The parents are making Brooklyn, or have made Brooklyn, sleep outside in the woods in a tent, take away her clothes, make her naked in front of others. There has been an incident where Brooklyn has been locked in her room, has not been able to hold a bowel movement. Brooklyn used the bathroom in her room, or I guess did her necessities in her room. The mother made Brooklyn spread the feces on her face and wouldn't allow her to wash it off for a long period of time. There's another incident where Brooklyn was being beaten at night, and there is a report that the parents are abusing Brooklyn. Are any of those allegations true?
No. I mean, how much did you talk to him about?
True.
I know. So the tent situation. Her chore was to pull weeds in the horse pasture. That's all we asked her to do. And then she refused to come back inside. We could not get her back inside the house. She just didn't want to come back in. So instead of letting her sleep outside, I gave her a tent to sleep in. And that's what she slept in. And then to come to find and realize that she was sneaking out of the tent, and then we had a freezer up here and she was stealing food out of it, which is why she was loving that so much.
Doors were never locked.
Doors are never locked. She never asked to come back in. She has, ever since we've had her, she always lies. I don't like saying that, but she's a pathological liar. You know, it's been constant with her. When we fostered her, we've had like a stack of stuff saying what we've done against her, and they've all been proven false.
And where was this?
Back in Washington, we were fostering her, Washington State.
It wasn't a stack, it was one thing.
Well, it's, you know, like,
She was, like I said, I told you about that particular incident. It was, it rains a lot there, and she was outside playing. We were all out there, and the bottom of her pants got a little bit wet from running around, and she went and asked him if she could change her clothes. And he asked if you're going to go back in the house, or if you're going to stay outside and play with everybody in the rain. And she said she's going to stay outside and play. So he said, why don't you just wait until you go in to change? You don't, like, there's no point in changing if you just have a little water at the bottom of your pants, if you're going to be outside playing in the rain still. And that was the time where she went to her teacher and said that she had wet pants and that we wouldn't let her change. And they kind of took it as she peed her pants and we didn't let her change. And I was like, that's never been the case ever. But it's, the twisting, things will, like that, obviously there was wet, but
we don't
twisted.
abuse her. I honestly can say from the bottom of my heart, we don't. She will misconstrue things that we do and it's very difficult with her. We've gone through counseling with her, multiple counselors. And this is just hard for me because it's, I've done so much to try and help her, and I don't like the way this has come.
Well, what about the love from her from White City, like, what?
Because she was getting out and getting knives, and she was raiding sodas, like she was raiding food all the time, and we had never really restricted her to healthier stuff because if she gets grains or sugars, she gets the bathroom runs.
And so we don't let her have that stuff at night.
We don't let her have it at night.
Those problems.
And I have a lock on the door. And the first day I installed it, and the second day, I locked it, but I was home the entire time. But then towards the evening, once she realized that it was locked, I would unlock it during the night. It was never locked. She just thought it was locked. And we have a camera in her room so I could watch that.
And she's left multiple times, so she knows it's not locked.
It's not locked.
So is there a reason why when she's in the bathroom she has to be watched by you?
Because she will get into everything. She will eat the cat food, even though I don't restrict her on any food. She thinks that.
She is 14 years old. Sometimes I think this camera crap it's just going way too far. It's a huge violation of your space. It's not fair. It's not fair that every move you make have to be seen by somebody. I don't like it. To have these things, I understand for security purposes, but to have a camera like this where she can't even pick her nose in peace, it's not fair. It is so unfair. I don't like it.
It's just like.
She was.
Is there a reason why she's so skinny and malnourished?
No,
I don't really. I mean, I can send you pictures of her baby sister, her now 7-year-old sister, who is that big too. That I don't know. It must just be genetics.
I can.
There's.
Can I say something? She's at the hospital in Gainesville. The doctor says that her body, that her organs are shutting down because of starvation.
I don't know how that's possible. She eats so much. I mean, she gets mounting plates of food 3 times a day.
They're concerned about her. I actually asked the investigator that's over there if she was going to die. Her organs are shutting down from malnutrition.
She has so much food. She gets so much
When was the last time
stuff.
she went to the doctor?
We haven't done it since
Her
I
well
got down
child
here.
check would be her last one, and then when we got here,
when
she
was
did
that?
her. That would have. I'd have to look it up, but it was right before he moved, so it was like
We
April.
also did.
Do you hear these parents? She eats so much. She's 14 and she weighs 60. This is why I say people are crazy. Why are you defending this? Number one, she doesn't eat. Number two, she can't even have a bowel movement, so her colon is probably packed. And she's 68 pounds. So how are you defending and say, oh my God, no, she eats. That's why I said people sometimes this world is way too much for me to even process it. I don't know.
And then when we got down here, we had to do her physical for her school, and she
Like
went
April of 2022 when you guys moved down here?
Yeah, she did.
And since then she hasn't been to a doctor?
No, none of us have. Busy life,
I mean, we're
crazy.
talking about the children, adults.
Yeah, I know.
Different
The
story.
kid,
I know,
our
busy
kid, I
life,
know.
crazy. None of them were due for their well childs yet, so I was just waiting for that.
I mean, I got insurance finally working at the city. So yes, I mean, I've neglected to set stuff up, but you know, like I don't know what to say because I feed her so much. I really do.
What about being hit by a metal spatula on her feet and her hands when she tried to run away or...
Well, when she runs away barefoot. And so she runs in the middle of the road with the other truckers coming down. This road gets busy with trucks. And she's run out there barefoot, like, she just...
So what happens when she comes back when she tried to run?
But why? Why is this child running away barefoot into the road? Why? And I do understand that kids, I had my little one used to be like, I'm leaving, you know. And she goes sit right out by the mailbox. But this child is trying to escape from somewhere.
Like, why is that discipline?
Have I talked to her? I mean, the last time she ran away, I went down to the end of the road and walked back with her. I had my hand on her shoulders. And we walked back, we cleaned her up, because that was the time she had got herself. We cleaned her up and we went back to bed, because it was in the middle of the night. Talked to her, said, don't do that again. Like,
and there's no metal spatula in the house.
I think that time, I did spank her bottom with my hand. But that was it. And I mean...
As of right now, you're under arrest for aggravated abuse.
Both of us.
Yes, ma'am. Both of you. If you want to secure your animals real quick.
Can I just...
Do you guys realize that this woman, the mom, nor the dad, has shown any concern, sadness? They just told them that her daughter's at the hospital and her organs are shutting down. And they're just sitting there and just talking like it's... People so stupid. Thing one and thing two.
I mean, you can even follow me. I don't care. I'm just gonna...
Just leave the door open. We're not going to follow you in, but leave the door open.
Can you hold her until I come home and take the animals?
Are they secured?
Yeah.
Good.
Do you know how long we're gonna I'm on call, so I need to
You need to call your boss. You'll be seeing first appearance at the judge in the morning, and it's going to be several felony charges. Like I said, I'm not sure what they all are. The investigator will be able to tell you. But you're not getting out of jail tonight, or probably not tomorrow either.
All right.
Can you patch it down real quick? Just to...
Do I have that down? Most of that shit that I don't need right now. Work keys. Okay.
Okay, you can do your belt back up.
You want to take a beer or you want me to?
I'll take him if you'll take her, because we're getting backed up on calls. If you'll stay in the south end. Because I think they got a man with a... Just put your hands on the... up there for me. Because I think Recca's got a man with a gun call or something. Putting your wallet back in your pocket.
Mine is in my car. If we need it, can you grab it?
That's okay, you won't need it. You can put yours in front, sir. Put your hands in front. I'm going to take it from you until we get to the jail, and then I'll give it back to you then, okay?
That's fine.
There's probably a little bit of junk. Just push it to the side. All it is a jacket and a cooler. And
You don't even drink in the cooler, do you?
no, sir. It's just water.
This man is cracking jokes, you guys. Literally cracking jokes, and was just told that his child is passing. And he's cracking jokes. They're guilty. They're guilty. I knew they were guilty from the first minute of the darn video. They are guilty, guilty, guilty.
I'll call Kim and let her know.
Yes, sir. So I was telling him Miss Sandra, she's good to go.
Okay.
And then we're probably gonna be having tomorrow.
Okay.
So, and more than likely it'll be the three of them since they're gonna be unavailable.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get it taken care of.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Have a good night. Thank you, sir. Sure.
Authorities arrested Sarah and Justin in connection with the investigation. Deputies say the child showed signs of long-term mistreatment and had been living in unsafe and unhealthy conditions. Medical care was needed after the child was removed from the home. Both suspects were charged with aggravated child abuse, child neglect. They were taken to the Suwannee County Jail, where their combined bond was set at over $1 million.
Let me tell you something. It's either
On January 23rd, 2020.
Georgia or Florida. It never fails. It's either Georgia or Florida. Let's go and let's do another one. I'm excited. Let me see what we're going to do this time. Let me look. Let me look. We're going to stay on this topic. I think I'm going to do one more. What time is it? Oh, yes. So the night is still young.
The doctor says that her...
Let's do one more case. I think we'll do cops rescued child stuffed in trash bag. Thanks to police insiders for the footage.
On January 20th.
Here we go, y'all. Let's do it.
23rd, 2021, officers were dispatched to a motel after a resident reported finding it inside a trash bag. Upon arrival, the officers' initial concern quickly turned into confusion. They had no idea the danger was far worse than it appeared.
Room 105? Yeah. Can you open this for me?
That's what I hear.
You got the med bag?
I got the medical bag. Just go. I got the medical bag. Go.
Room 105? 105?
And 123. Just two.
Police department.
Can you open it?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Is everything okay?
Hold the door. Thank you.
What happened? Is this baby okay?
Yes,
She's sleeping? Let me check her. Make sure she's okay. She's okay?
Yeah, I'm moving her so she's crying.
All right, so what happened?
It was in the, he had the baby in the bed. He had that baby in the bed. He was trying to stand.
So what's happened? I don't even know. I just heard that there was a baby in a...
I was laying down. Yeah, that was the baby in the... I don't know why they were saying the baby in the...
Okay, baby's fine. Baby's breathing.
Okay, yeah, she's breathing. Breathing and conscious. Can you open your eyes for me? Whose child is it?
Mine.
Your child? How old is she? Okay, did you have a dispute with somebody over there? No. With another room or something? No. Hey, baby.
So was there a dispute or something?
No, I
just came from the Dollar Tree.
She was at Dollar Tree. They was out there yelling. I don't know.
So what is the thing with the baby in the bag? I don't know what the...
Like, that was done, but I didn't call nobody in here, call the police. So when I was talking about the baby in the bag, that was out there.
Okay.
Yeah, she was just laying down sleeping with me. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they think, they said baby in the bag.
Let them check her out.
Yeah, just let him check.
She was just sleeping on the bed?
Yeah. No, yeah, right here with me.
She was sleeping with you?
Here with me.
So how do we get the report of the baby?
I don't. But
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna put the video on the big screen so we can get a better look.
I don't know how they said a baby in the bag. That was done. I don't know. No, because we didn't call the police. Maybe I think because we the only ones here with the baby, they might have told y'all to come here.
But who reported the baby? Howard Johnson?
I don't know who called you. I don't know who called you guys.
The baby's been in here the whole time with you guys?
Yes. I was just here the whole time she's been here with me.
They're going to take a look at the baby.
Yeah, let's make sure she's okay. I know you guys last time. You want to come speak with me real quick?
Talk to Officer John, okay? You guys can speak outside.
Okay.
What was going on?
Nah, I was in her sleep. My girlfriend had went to the Dollar Tree to get something because she about to cook. And the police came banging. They said something about baby in the back. I don't know if we're the only ones in here with a baby, like in a hall, like in this, but I don't know.
Determined to uncover the truth, officers separated both parents and took their individual statements. The mother, Shania, had a cousin staying in another room, and her cousin's version of the story painted a horrifying picture of how the parents had been treating the baby.
So you were in the room with the baby the whole time? Okay, and what happened at the store?
I went shopping.
Okay, and then you came back? And what happened with your baby? She was just sleeping in the
She
room?
was sleeping in the room, but he had the doll in the freaking bed.
And you thought that was the baby? Did you have, so who called?
I'm guessing my cousin. I'm not sure.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, no, I was about to ask her if she called.
No, we'll get to that.
The baby was never in a bag, though.
No, the baby was laying right
in here
this whole time.
Okay, so why is the baby not like opening her eyes? Like, what's going on?
She was sleeping. She was laying here sleeping with me.
Okay, she was sleeping.
Yeah, she was laying,
Okay.
she was laying down here sleeping with me.
Let me see your identification real quick.
My wallet's right there.
My name is Officer. What's your name?
My name is Mark.
I was in the store. I don't check the cameras. I was in the store. They was with each other. He was with her. What's wrong with her?
They're just gonna check her out. All right, listen, they're just checking her out to make sure she's okay, all right?
What the f is going on?
What happened?
Why are they taking her?
They're not taking her, ma'am. They're checking her out to make sure everything's okay.
They're just checking her out. Do you want to go see her? Come on, you're the mom. Come on, let's go see her.
Yeah, I'll go with her. I'll go with you. We can go to the ambulance and you can see everything's fine.
It's fine. It's a good thing, okay?
So, the baby's been in here. She hasn't been outside in a bag or anything like that.
The baby's been right here with me. And then I put the baby to sleep. Like, why the police came straight here talking about baby, I don't know.
We heard room 105. There's a baby in a. We don't know if the baby's unresponsive, if the baby's. Know anything. That's why we're coming in here showing urgency, trying to make sure that the baby's okay. Is she a heavy sleeper? Is that what it is?
That too. She sleep just like I do. She sleep just like I do.
Heavy sleeper.
Heavy sleeper. Just like mouth open. Like if I can go on her phone and show you pictures, me and sleep the same way. Heavy sleeper.
I was in my room, and that's my cousin. We're related. So when I opened the door, it was like somebody knocked and ran away, but you could hear like the plastic at my front door. So when I opened the door, I'm looking, and it looked like
you put the baby in front of your door?
Yeah, it looked like it was garbage. When I went to hop out the door and see that it was the baby, he was walking towards me, saying that it was trash. He came and picked the bag up as soon as I was there and was like, I messed up. So I'm scared running back down here, like, you better not be saying what I think you're saying. As he was running that way, my cousin was coming from the store, so she wasn't in the room, I guess, when the whole situation happened. I kid you not, those grocery bags are her bags from Dollar Tree.
So then she got back and they saw.
When she got back, we all met at the same time. When she got back, I was running down the hallway, called her out here, and we all basically were saying that like something happened to the baby. He had her in plastic.
Was the baby inside here with both of you guys? With
No, she didn't have with me.
Just with you.
Yeah, the baby
okay, signal for me. Come on. All right, just put your hands behind your back. Just cooperate, all right?
Look at his.
While Lamar was being arrested, Shania gave a detailed account of what happened, but something was still amiss about the story. When confronted, she revealed a chilling detail about Lamar.
Why did they call? I guess they heard a commotion. When you were, you said when you found the doll in the bag.
Yeah,
you
but that wasn't me. My cousin said that the cops were already on their way before.
So did you have a commotion going on in the room?
I was from Dollar Tree, no.
So you have no idea who?
No.
Okay.
No idea.
I'm just trying to figure out how the whole baby in the thing even came about.
I was walking, and Lamar was walking down the hallway. My cousin was they was yelling at each other, him and my cousin.
All right, listen. When you came back to the room, the first thing you did, you opened the door and you saw the baby in the bag.
No, he had it in the hallway. He was walking with it, and I guess when he seen me, my cousin said, "Shanae, is that you?" And I said, "Yo." And then he walked into the room, and she was like, "He got the baby in the baby." So I started knocking on the door. And so I went.
So he was carrying a doll in a bag.
Yes.
Okay. And then when you went in your room.
I just seen like I looked open to see what it was. I seen it was the doll and just threw it.
Where was it laying?
What?
The bag.
It was on the bed.
It was on the bed.
Yes.
And you ripped it open and you saw it was a doll.
Yes, and I threw it. I tossed it.
Okay.
And I seen her on my bed, laying down.
Okay. Okay, and then your boyfriend, did he say anything
He just
about?
apologized. It's a joke. He just apologized because I really thought it was her. Like I thought it was her.
You thought it was her?
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was
Okay.
a baby now.
All right. So you didn't argue with him at all?
No.
Okay.
Why is she going to the hospital?
Baby? Because she has to get checked out. She absolutely has to get checked out. Okay?
Your daughter's gonna be okay. The number one thing in life is that little baby, right? But how long was she in that? She wasn't. We have video of him holding the baby in the. You got to tell us the truth. How long was she in the? Did you guys have a dispute that he would do this? He's what? How long has he been paranoid? What do you mean he's paranoid?
He's been to Paramus Medical Center.
Okay.
They let him go.
Okay, why was he there?
I don't know. I think he took something that was laced or like something wrong in it.
Okay. The whole story you told me, it's not adding up because apparently they have video now. So can you please be honest with me?
Okay, everything I said was that was my bad.
Guys, made up. Okay.
I opened up
Shortly afterward, Shanea's brother arrived and accompanied her and the to the hospital. Lamar was later interrogated. Watch as detectives picked his story apart.
What's up with my son?
Trying to figure out what's going on. Who called you?
This my wife. Nobody called me. I came to bring him some black and mild.
And he has the daughter?
Yes.
All right. He's under arrest.
He's under arrest.
He's under arrest. All right.
He's right here. Can you talk to my wife for a minute, please?
Hello, ma'am. I don't know exactly what happened. All right. It's still being investigated. The baby's okay.
And my son's sick. He's been trying to get admitted in the hospital for the last
He's got some mental issues.
Well, he's gonna be at the police station, and then I don't know where we're gonna go from there. Okay?
Yeah, he needs mental help. He needs some mental help. He needs mental help.
Right. Baby's with the mom. They're going to the hospital.
What's going on? What happened now?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was laying down, the police came banging on the door saying something about a baby in the bag. They brought me here. I've been here ever since.
Let's start off with the beginning of the day. What happened?
Been up since about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Waited for my girlfriend to get up. She got up. We were discussing like what we're eating for today. And she went out to Dollar Tree to go get the Velveeta. She came back. Next thing you know, it's like police and everything everywhere. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. I didn't really understand why.
Did you see any baby in
No.
Pretend I was an alien that came down from Mars and you got to explain everything to me how it works. In human society. How do you put this baby to sleep?
Alright, so this is what, so normally I give her a bottle, give her a bottle, warm up bottle, and lay her down. She normally lays on my chest, but if she's up watching TV, like if the TV's on, she'll be up, or she'll lay here in my arm. Like she'll lay, like instead of on my chest going to sleep, she'll lay here in my arm and fall asleep.
You're saying normally. I want to know what happened today. We want to know what happened today.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So the TV was off. I told you. I had her on my chest. She was drinking a bottle, going to sleep.
Lamar, that's not how it went. We know that's not how it went.
Let's rewind a little bit, okay? I'm going to try and refresh your memory about a couple things, okay?
Okay.
At any point, did you have to go to the front desk to get a new key card made?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
So I got that. I had to go back and get the key because I gave her mine when she went to Dollar General for her to get back in.
Okay.
But when she came back in, she knocked and started using the key, so I got up to open the door for her.
Okay, so where was your daughter at that time?
She was laying down in the room. She was sleeping.
Is that when Shania was at the dollar store?
Yeah.
Okay, so during that time frame is when you went to the front desk that was his key made?
Right.
According to motel residents, Shania and Lamar frequently got into heated arguments. Shanea's cousin also stated that Shania believed Lamar was schizophrenic and would wake up in the middle of the night thinking Shania was going to kill him with a knife.
So during that time, there's video of you. So that's why I know that what you're telling us is not completely truthful, because we see you walking up and down the hallway and you're holding something. Tell me
I
about
had
that.
the old clothes for my child. I mean, the old toys, my child's old toys. Like, when I knocked, nobody answered the door, so I put it back down.
Why would you be giving these tonight?
I noticed she had a kid.
Well, you just said that, you don't really interact with any of Shania's
I don't.
friends.
At all.
So why would you go to their room during this time when Shania is not even home?
Because she was coming right back. I didn't think, like, it would have been a problem.
Well, that's not what Shania is telling us either. Shania is telling us when she came in the room, her daughter, your daughter, was in a plastic, and Shania had to rip open that plastic. Lamar, we all make mistakes. this is your time to come clean, okay, for your daughter, for your girlfriend. There was a chance that she wouldn't have made it. And you know what? There's still a chance she might not make it. We don't know. You're telling us what you want to tell us. You're not telling us the truth.
I'm telling you what happened.
Something happened in that room. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get DNA evidence off that bag.
I understand what you're saying 100%.
Right.
Because not in no bag.
So what you're telling us is 3 other people are lying.
Okay, now the girlfriend did say that he had took some illegals that was laced. So you put that together with he's schizophrenic. Not a good combination. That's all I can say.
And the video is lying.
Yes.
You're supposed to keep the family together, right?
Right.
That's what we do. Sometimes we like I think you just did today. But you're going to destroy everything. You know that, right? Like she said, your daughter's going to be okay. But once she gets out of there, she may never see her mother again. You're in a real situation right now. You got to tell me what's going on or it's going to be... I don't have much more time to give you.
I was laying down with her. She had her bottle, like everything. All of a sudden, she just started like choking or something. It made me paranoid. I know what to do. Why did I take her and put her in the and go? I don't know. I went to Shanae's cousin. That's someone that can help. My phone in my room, it doesn't work. So if there was something wrong with her and I can't get in contact with you guys, that means I'm gonna have to leave in the room, go to the front, ask them to call the police, come back. Who knows what happens by the time then? Yes, I was scared and I shouldn't have did that. I was afraid. I was scared. I shouldn't have. I didn't know what to do. I needed help. I didn't know what to do. That's what I meant by I effed up by putting her in that. Putting her in that. I wasn't thinking about if she can breathe in that or not. But as far as purposely trying to hurt her or something like that was not my intentions. I never tried. No, I just didn't know what to do. So I walked all the way to the front. I got the key. I went back. I got the bag. I opened the bag. The bag was never sealed shut or anything. Sinead didn't do anything.
So that's why I think it's the stuff he was on, because what did he think was going to happen? The mom was going to come home, come back to the hotel and just jump into bed and forget that she had a child? It doesn't make any sense.
She was choking, I don't know. My daughter has not been the same since I've been back. She has not been the same.
She panicked.
I panicked.
It happens.
I think there's a little bit more, and I think maybe you did this on purpose.
Never will, never have.
It's just not common. I mean, normally a parent, if that was happening, would just open the door and maybe scream, right? To get anyone's attention to call. They wouldn't worry about bringing it to another person's room, bringing the baby to another person's room, leaving them there, and then being like, oh, let me go get a new card in my room.
Maybe you need to watch me get on the camera. I banged on the door. I knocked on it. I called her name. I walked to my room door. I realized I didn't have a key. I ran to the front.
But when you went to the front, if you thought your child was right? She was serious.
I didn't say I thought she was. I didn't know what. I never said. I don't know what she was.
But that would have been your chance to say, call 911, right?
Right.
Telling the guy at the front desk. Instead, you just asked him to make you a new card.
The motel confirmed that the phones in each room were capable of dialing 911. The baby was in critical condition upon arrival at the hospital, and CCTV footage later revealed that it had been inside the for more than 5 minutes. After 2 days, the condition stabilized, and she is expected to survive. Lamar was charged with first-degree attempted murder and second-degree endangering the welfare of each carrying a potential maximum sentence of 10 years. YouTube thinks you'll love the
Well, YouTube, Facebook, all the gang. That's the end of the night for me. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with some more amazing cases. So hopefully, so will you. Have a great night. And if you guys are in this cold weather area, stay inside. Be blessed, you guys. Bye-bye.